Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord of hosts. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord of hosts. I'm Elijah, and this is the program that you're listening to. So let's get to it. Banned from the Bible, three books. One, the book of Hasher, and the book of Enoch. But really, it's the book of Enoch, Jubilee, and Hasher. So this banned from the Bible is three books in one. So this book here is by Joseph Lupkin. So you gotta read Hasher first, and I'll explain to you why. Hash is the testimony from the time we left the God till we went in the promised land the first time. Jubilee is the prophecy of everything that's going to happen unto us from the time we left the God unto this day. Enoch's the prophecy of everything that's going to happen in the world from generation to generation. Next book, the Lord God gave the Apocrypha. And knowledge, wisdom, understanding, faith, patience, hope, charity, judgment, execution of unrighteous judgment, doctrine, prophecy of the last time. But when the Lord God gave it to him in a dream, this is how he gave it to me, just like this wisdom book. That's how he gave it to me. So you know the Bible, how it got together, who put it together, when, where, and how, and why did they do it. So all that's found in that book. Next book, the Lord God gave me the demons, the Testament of Solomon. This one here is the Apocrypha. That is a King James version of the Apocrypha. The Testament of Solomon is written by King Solomon the Wise. That's how they have it on the book of George Carlin. But so they have the demons in there, who they are, what their names are, what they do, what they can't do, what frustrates them, what angels are over them, what their business, how they look, what they like, what they dislike, what can hurt them, what harms them. Yeah, the prophecy of them, what they said they was gonna do in the last days and last time, and it's that way. Even Jesus told you that it should be like the time of Noah. So those things will happen. Another book the Lord God gave me. The reason why I'm here, the Testament of the 12 Patriarchs. And this one is written, copy translated by Robert H. Charles. So what's the Testament of the 12 Patriarchs? There was all our fathers, Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Dan, and Naphtali, Gad, Asher, and Joseph, and Benjamin. And boy, those fathers left us everything, everything. And as we see, I want to say Elijah to you, before the grain dreadful day of the Lord, he shall turn the hearts of the children back to the fathers, the fathers the hearts back to the children. But he said, come and strike the earth with a curse. So who are the fathers? Well, I'll explain to who the fathers are. But man, they had exaltation the last time, turmoils the last time, warnings, what's going to happen to us, why we in slavery, why we don't just say more than slavery, why we in the captivity, what we're going to do in the captivity, what's going to become of our children, what's going to become of the men, what's going to become of Israel men, what's going to become of Israel women. So all that's in there. Yeah, testimony of the last time, perils of the last time. How we gonna get out of this captivity that we're in? So all that's in that book, the Testament of the 12 Patriarchs. And those books makes up what? The Holy Bible. The Holy Bible comes from somewhere. So so now you know. And you know that the Holy Bible have been a bridge. A message that the Lord God gave to me to give to you. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. So, yeah, man, that's a powerful message the Lord God gave it to me. So that's found in Zechariah chapter 4, verse 6. But I always tell you, Zechariah chapter 4, verses 4 through 6. Read that. Then you got to read Hagar and learn what the Lord God told Zerubbabel. And this is the message that that's Zerubbabel. He gave to Zerubbabel to give to us of the last days and time. So the Lord God then done everything for us, whether you want to accept it or believe it or not. So a couple of books I forgot. I forgot this book, the book of Adam and Eve. In that book, there, same thing. Satan, what he did, how he did it, why he did, how it came about. Yeah, he had prophecy also. Adam had a prophecy, and Satan had the prophecy of what's gonna happen to man, what he was gonna do till the end of till the end, and So all those prophecies in that book, man, and that's what you say, not by might, but not by power, but by my spirit. And what is the spirit? The spirit of prophecy, man. That's found in Revelation chapter 19, verse 10. Things are getting close, things are winding up. So don't feel bad. But the Lord God left us things to go search out, to seek. He said, when you seek me with your whole heart, then shall you find me. The Gospel of Thomas, Mary, and John. Like I told you, if things in that book, the Acts of John, that's not in the Holy Bible. But in the way it is, in the way it's not, Thomas Gospel, Mary Gospel, those things are, some of them are found in the Holy Bible, but just written in different ways. Some things that in there, they're just not in the Holy Bible. But they're of the Lord God. Yeah, once you read it, Lord God told you, say, my servants hear my voice. So that's what the Lord God said. Okay, so you notice that, man, yeah, the first day of the week, the day after the seventh, the day after the Sabbath, the day after the covenant day. And of course, the Lord God gave me a lot of dreams. He gave me some dreams this morning. But let me digress. This dream happening right now. But so Sabbath morning. So I'm resting. Yeah, that was Lord God said. That was He told Adam. Ask Satan, can he give you a day of rest like I had? But anyway, so man, I'm in there resting, sleeping, and next thing I know, I'm dreaming about crabs, red crab, this Esau, it said Esau, white Esau, the woman, the man, and boy, they boiling crabs, and the crabs turn red, so the woman sit down and start eating. The man, he start eating, and the little boy started eating. He had broken, took a little crab paw out. And he said, man, I don't understand why we have to eat that. But in my spirit, I'm telling him, man, I know y'all can go eat a whole lot of crabs there, but not knowing that they was eating that for breakfast. And then the next thing you know, the doorbell rings. So I go to answer the door. It's a Jehovah Witness. And one of them I had seen before. So they come now, so Jehovah Witness, man, and people are so phony and so fake. All of them. And they'd actually say, who that? Say all of them. The Lord God will tear them down. Lord God, man, people don't understand. Lord God destroyed all those churches and not going to show them any mercy. Watch. Just keep watching. But anyway, so they come to the door and them some evil and wicked people. The whole witness, evil and wicked people. So he come to the door and everything. So yeah, I remember you been a while since I said, yeah. Say, yeah, it's been a while and everything. So now he pulls out his Bible. So he pulls out his Bible and then he give me a scripture. And in the scripture say the Lord God said in the book of Genesis, be fruitful and multiply. And I used to regurgitate that lie too. Man, that's a lie too. Yeah, it's a lie, man. But anyway, so it's in the book. It's in the Holy Bible, but it's not written like he said it's written. It's not written like that. It's not written like that. So he said, can you I said, okay, so you reading the verse, say, well, wait a minute, let me go get say I got something for you. So I go get two books. I go get the book of Adam and Eve, and I get the Testament of 12 Patriarchs. But now they're ready for the leaves. See? When they Lord, they can give you that foolishness, they're fine with that. But when you try to give them something, they don't want to have it. And that's wicked. That's wickedness. Because if you're able to give me something, why I'm not able to give you something? Why I'm not? It's all of it supposed to be of righteousness, all of it supposed to be of God, but it's not. It's not. They come there and give you all that material that they give you. You try to give them some material and see what they accept. You try to tell them something and see what they will hear. They won't do it because they're wicked. And if you ever meet one and everything and stuff like this, just tell straight out, they have this man that's on YouTube, and he come out and say Jehovah Witness are some wicked people. And you tell them who said it, tell them how to find that, and let them know that I said it. And there's some wicked people, and God gonna destroy them all because you're not teaching God's people right. You're not teaching God's people the word of God. And then another thing too, all of them do is saying, why are you not talking about these people that are in captivity? That the Lord God said that they are in captivity. And I have read that to you. I read that to you in the book of Ezekiel. I read that to you in the book of Jeremiah, the book of Isaiah. all the minor prophets. So why are they not preaching about that? Why are they not preaching about God's special plant, his peculiar tree, his peculiar plant that he's coming, his peculiar people that he's coming for to take back to their homeland? So why are they not talking about that? Because they're evil and they're wicked and they know they have this evil and wicked system. And all they got you, they got you to deceive. You just go right along the program like you're not in captivity. Yeah, like the captivity and all that's over, but it's not. It's not over. You're in it, and it's gonna be over in a little while, and the Lord God will come back and get you. But all I can do is just give it to you like the Lord God and give it to me. And you're in captivity. These people will never preach and talk about the captivity that you are still in and how the Lord God can come and take you out of the captivity. I'll listen to this program. Perry Stone, that's his name, Perry Stone. And he over there in Israel, and boy, he talking and everything, and he called himself Jewish too. Yeah, he called himself a Jew too. The lambs, all of them call themselves Jews, which is fine. It's not wrong with that. Not wrong with that, but it's what you're doing shows me that you don't have nothing to do with God. And there's no God in you. And make sure you tell them, let them know, say a lie. That man on YouTube said that you're wicked also. And there's no truth in you either, and you're teaching God's children lies. Tell them. Tell them I'm right here. You just go in on, let them know, and let them know who said it and where they can find out, listen to it said. And yeah, man, them people can get anything they want. Well, they're in the cahoots together and get anything they want. But anyway, let me finish telling you why I said that. Because at the end of the program, you got to send him some money. So now he got this, man, I was dream I had before I finished that. I had a dream. In a dream, I was on this big spear, and the spear was a grid, like the world, like the world being a grid. So the spear was the world, but it was in a grid form. It had nothing on it, just a grid form. And I have this the SD card. I have an SD card, and all I have on is the gospel and gospel songs and some songs that I used to listen to. Yeah, but there's songs of there are songs of what the captive, what you're doing and what you're going through in captivity, like Mabel Staples songs, Isaac Headstone, oh man, about these people that's in slavery, everything. So everything, that's what it's all now. So, but anyway, so as I get on top of the spear, the CD slides down. So as the CD slide down, I say, man, I said, that's all right. Because this was an SD card and, they had the gospel stuff there, but those things were replaceable. So the next scene, I'm in, wait, let me get it for you. Let me get it for you. So the next scene, I'm at this boat, at a launch. You know how they have a boat launch. So next thing I'm at the boat launch. So at the boat launch, you know how the water come up on the bottom of the boat launch and everything before you go. They have the waves hitting. So I say next year I was boarding the boat, hoping that the water won't get on, get on my feet, won't come up too high. So the next scene, I'm with these two men and me. And the two men are on one side, and they have this woman on the other side. And I had this dream before. I looked it up, and I had dreams similar to this before. So then on the other side, so they had the water in the middle. I said, man. So again, I'm in there, hoping that the water don't come up too high, and I ain't gotta be in the water. They have this pipe. Yeah, so they have the pipe. They had a pipe that was about 8-inch diameter, was loose in the water. So she took the pipe that was like a flex pipe and put it back on the spot from where it came from. So she put it back on the drain spout from where it had came from. And so when she put it was a white pipe. So she took the flex pipe, put it back on the white, then the water drained off, and then it was dry. So she stopped it from running on the ground. Next, I'm in this room with these two men. And so I'm in a room with these two men, but all of a sudden, you have a flash, you have a dream, then you might have a vision and a dream, or the dream is showing you that what you're doing. But anyway, so I'm in the room. So I'm looking for the strong accordance because it got a word in there or a scripture in there that I'm looking for that I can't find nowhere else. So I'm in there looking for the strong accordance, and so I could never find it. I could never find the word that I was looking for. Not, I couldn't even find the strong concordance. So I couldn't even find none of that. So the next thing. So the next thing I'm back in the room with the two men. So I leave out the room and I forget something. And so when I forget something, I go back in the room. And so I still don't know what I forgot, but that's how dreams are. But all this dreaming now is full of light. It's daylight. It's not nothing dark in the dream. Everything was lit up. It was light. Because sometimes you be in dreams, everything be dark. But anyway, so all this was light lit up. And so next scene. Yeah, so the next scene, I'm in, the next scene, they have these little quick marks, these 7-Eleven quick marks that they went out of business, and they turned them into some other little type of store, and the building was white. And so they have this ice chest, but they had no ice, nothing. There was a chest, and at the bottom of the chest, they have this vinyl record. So I go down there in the vinyl record. So let me see. I got there along with myself looking for a word. That's it. What's in there? All right. So next scene, I was in front of this 7-Eleven type store. I was looking in this box. In the bottom, they had this album record, but the album record, but it was a vinyl record. And so as I look at the next thing, next this man showed me this young man, and he said, yeah. So after he said that's where I was up, so they had this young man, another young man. And when I say young men, these men, they're younger than me. They're in their, 30s, 20s, late 20s, 30s, something like that. And so he showed me this young man. He tells me, he said this young man said he can really spit. He told me, I said, see that young man there, he can really spit. So I looked, so after he seen, so I looked back in the box. So when I looked back in the box, this time they had 4. Yeah, this time they looked back in the box, they had 4 records, 4 vinyl records in the bottom of this box. The box looked like a ice chest, but they had no ice in it. That's the type of box it looked like. And but this dream went thing about it. When I started off, I had on short sleeve shirt and everything, and I was on top of the spear, and the thing dropped. So the next scene, it's still like springtime, but as it progressed, the part where I was in the viral record that day, it was wintertime then, about the time that things happened. So that's the dream that I had. But anyway, back to Perry Stone. So Perry Stone, now he got this, he got the prophetic book, Bible, and like a concordance on it, and he gonna tell you the prophecies and what they mean, and where these prophecies are at. And he's gonna tell you all that. But hold up, you gotta pay him $160. And that's not of God, man. Come on, bro. I told you anything by ask you for $1 or something, that's wickedness. That's not of God. That's not of God. Not of God at all. And that's what these people are doing. That's what they're doing. Let's go there. Let's go there. Because this gonna be I'm gonna have a long video, 2 or 3 videos. I just don't worry about me. Okay, so let's go. Because that's what you are for. These things haven't changed for you. Oh man, these things haven't changed for you. No, I'm not starting a new video because I have to reach back and guess I'm not doing it. Okay, for a pray, that's what you're for. Let's see. Let's see, because that's prophecy. So you want to know what prophecy is? Let me help you out with some prophecy. Yeah, man, let me help you out with some prophecy. And y'all just go ahead. Oh man, yeah, I should go ahead. Let's go to. I really want to go to that, but let's see. All right, so let's go to Isaiah chapter 10. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 10. Let's go. Woe unto thee that decree unrighteousness, decrees, and write grievous, which they have prescribed. Grievousness, which they have. Isaiah chapter 10. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness, which they have prescribed. to turn aside the needy from judgment and take away the right from the poor of my people, and the widows may be their prey, that they may rob the fatherless. And what will you do in the day of visitation, in the desolation which shall come from fall? To whom will you flee for help, and where would you leave your glory? Without me they shall bow down under the prisoners, and they shall fall under the slain. For all this his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still. O Assyria, the rod of my anger, the staff in thy hand is my indignation. I will send him against a hypocritical nation, against the people of my wrath. I'll give him charge to take the spoil and to take the prey, and tread down them like the mire of the streets. Howbeit he meaneth not so, neither do his heart think so. But it is in his heart to destroy, to cut off nations, not a few. For he said, are not my princes altogether kings? Is not Caleb Kermish, and not Hamath Arpad? Is not Samaria as Damascus? As my hand had found these kingdoms of the idols, whose graven image did excel them, of Jerusalem and of Samaria, shall I not, as I have done unto Samaria and her idols, so do to Jerusalem and her idols? Wherefore it shall come to pass that when the Lord had performed his whole work upon Mount Zion and on Jerusalem, I will punish the fruit of the heart of the king of Assyria, and the glory of his high looks. For he said, by his strength of my hand I have done it, and by my wisdom, for I am prudent, and I have removed the binds of the people, and have robbed their treasure, and have put down the inhabitants like a valiant man. And my hand have found a nest of riches of the people, and as one gathered eggs that are left, have I gathered all the earth, and there was none that moved the wing or opened the mouth or peep. So that's why I tell you about that war going on. I got another dream about that war going on. Yeah, that's the war going to kick it off, start it off. You just watch. Should the axe boast itself against their hearing therewith, or should the side magnify itself against him that shaketh it? As the rod shall shake itself against him that lift it up, or as the staff shall lift up itself as if it were no wood? Therefore shall the Lord of hosts, send among his fat ones leanness, and under his glory he shall kindle a burning light, the burning of a fire. The light of Israel should be for fire. See, the light of Israel shall be for fire, and the Holy One for a flame, and it shall burn and devour his thorns and briars in one day. It shall consume the glory of his forest and his fruitful field, both soul and body, and it shall be as when a standard bearer fainteth. And the rest of the trees of his forest shall be few, that a child may write them. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel, such as escape out the house of Jacob, should no more again stay upon his own that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. See that? In truth. The remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty God. For though the people of Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return. The consumption decree shall overflow with righteousness. For the Lord God of hosts shall make a consumption even determined in the midst of all land. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God of hosts, O my people that dwelleth in Zion, be not afraid of the Assyrian. He shall smite thee with a rod, shall lift up his staff against thee, after the manner of Egypt. So you know what they did in Egypt. Yeah. For yet a very little while the indignation shall cease in my anger in their destruction. And the Lord of hosts shall stir up a scourge for him according to the slaughter of Midian at the rock of Oreb. And his rod was upon the sea, and shall he lift up after the manner of Egypt. And that's prophecy have been fulfilled. You don't understand. I could tell you and show you that prophet, like you see, the Lord of hosts shall stir up a scourge for him as according to the slaughter of Midian in the rock of Oreb. As the rod was upon the sea, so shall he lift up after the manner of Egypt. And it shall come to pass in that day that his burden shall be taken away from off thy shoulder, and his yoke from off thy neck. And the yoke shall be destroyed because of the anointing. And it shall come to Atha, and pass to Migdol, and Mirmash have laid up his carriages. They are gone over the pasture. They have taken up their lodging at Gilboa. Ramah is afraid, and Gilboa of Saul is fled. Lift up thy voice, O daughter of Gilom. Cause it to be heard unto Lash, O people of Anathoth. Milmad is removed, and the inhabitants of Gilbert gather themselves to flee. As yet shall remain at Nob that day. He shall shake his hand against the mount, daughter of Zion, and the hill of Jerusalem. Behold, the Lord of hosts, shall lop up the bar with terror, and the high ones of the statue shall be hewn down, and the haughty shall be humbled. And it shall cut down the thicket of the forest with iron, and Lebanon shall be full, but shall be, forgive me. Isaiah chapter 10, verse 34. And it shall cut down the thicket of the forest with iron, and Lebanon shall fall by a mighty one. So, I mean, if you can understand those things, and you know, Lord God tell exactly what he's doing, man. Stop listening to them pastor and preacher and get into it. Repent with your whole heart, keep all his commandments, and Lord God, open up your mind, and he show you what these things are. Where they come from, how they are. Man. Behold the Lord of hosts. And that's the Lord God tell you. In this paper right here now, and you don't even understand. See, it's not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. And you go down there, and that what is in Isaiah chapter 10, talk about the Lord of hosts and what he did, and what he did in Midian. But anyway, so you have Deuteronomy chapter 28 and Deuteronomy chapter 7. It's about you. All this is about you. Now, you might not think that it's not about you, but it's about you. It's definitely about you. And yeah, it's about you. And I was reading that, and the Lord God being showed me a dream that he hadn't given me about those things. And now, yes, the Lord God have given me dreams about that, what's going on, that was taking place. Definitely have given me a dream. But anyway, back to Peristone. So that was the scriptures about it. He told you that, man, y'all, we are for a prayer, man. People making all types of money, and you have those widows in the houses and things, and what they want to do, they want to get close to God. And so they make all these books and things, and what they do? You go buy. Yeah, you go buy them. So let's go to Isaiah chapter 40. And these things, and these things I have read to you before, and I'm not going to read because I have to go to other places, and I have a lot of dreams and things that the Lord God has given unto me, and I just want you to know it. So go to Isaiah chapter 42, and I have read this to you before. Yeah. So, man. Isaiah chapter 4. Behold my servant whom I uphold, my elect, in whom my soul delighted. I shall put my spirit upon him, and shall bring forth judgment unto the Gentile. I shall not cry, nor lift up, nor cause his voice to be heard in the street. A bruised reed shall he not break. A smoking flock shall he not quench. He shall bring forth judgment unto truth. He shall not fail, nor be discouraged, till he have set judgment in the earth, and the owl shall wait for his law. Thus said God the Lord, he hath created the heavens and stretched them out. He that spreadeth forth the earth, and that which cometh out of it. He hath given breath unto the people upon it, and the spirit to them that walk therein. I, the Lord, have called thee in righteousness, and I will hold thy hand, and I will keep thee, and give thee for a covenant of the people, for the light of the Gentile, to open up blind eyes, and to bring out the prisoners from the prison, and them that sit in darkness out of the prison house. I am the Lord, that is my name. My glory will I not give to another, neither my praise to graven images. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they sprang forth, I tell you of them. Sing unto the Lord a new song, and his praise from the end of the earth, that ye go down to the sea and all there therein, the isles and the inhabitants thereof. Let the wilderness and the city thereof lift up their voice, the villages that Kedar do inhabit. Let the mountain of the rock sing. Let them shout from the top of the mountains. Let them give glory unto the Lord and declare his praise in the islands. The Lord shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. He shall cry, yea, roar. He shall prevail against his enemies. I have long time holding my peace. I have been still and refrained myself, but now I will cry like a travailing woman. I will destroy and devour at once. I will make waste mountains and hills, and dry up their herbs, and I will make their rivers island. I will dry up the pools. I will bring the blind by the way that they knew not. I will lead them in a path that they have not known. I will make darkness light before them, and crooked things straight. These things will I do unto them, and not forsake them. They shall be turned back. They shall be greatly ashamed that trust in graven images. They say to the molten image, you are our gods. Hear, ye deaf, look, ye blind, that you may see. Who is blind but my servant, or deaf as my messenger that I sent? Who is blind as he that is perfect, and blind as the Lord's servant, seeing many things, but thou observest not, open the ears, but he heareth not. The Lord is well pleased for his righteousness' sake. He will magnify the Lord and make it honorable. But this people, now this is us, but this people is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes. They are hid in prison house. They are for prey, and none delivered, for a spoil, and none said restore. And so let me stop there for a minute. So that's what's going on, man. These people giving you all those things, everything that's going on in the world. You can't just separate that was going on in church from everything else. What they say, separate state and church, all that's the same, man. People in cahoots together, and they got one system going on, that system to keep you what? Keep you in bondage. That system is there to keep robbing you, making you spoil. That's what this is about, man. That's why they give you all these different foods, products, and everything to what? To dumb you down, to keep you in bondage. And this is the law. This is the law of God telling you that. This is not me telling. This is the word of the law of God. But these people are robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snares and holes. So what is the holes? What you think they put you in these ghettos, and they call them ghettos and slums, which they're not. It's just a place where they gather you all together and put a tag on, a bad name, a bad tag, and you just go for it. It's a way of them keeping you dumbed down. That's what that's about. Listen to me. All right, so they talk about the place that you live in is not kept up and not. But how could that be? You know how they know that could be? Because there's the one that's not educating you. They're the ones that make sure you don't get the right funds. Even if they don't educate you, they still can get jobs and funds to take care of the houses, take care of the land, to take care of the people. They still can do that, but they don't do that. And they got themselves, they living on one side of the town, living like kings and queens and prince and princess and the children and everything. And then they put a bad tag on you and put you in, say that you living in ghettos and slums and all that. And they're the ones who's done it. Their family done it. It's a tree, that corrupt tree is doing it, and they're still doing it. But you just go around, yeah, you just go along like the program, like slavery has and you no longer in captivity. But that's what Jesus said, the Lord God said, that's what our fathers have left to. And I'm going there. Just give me time. I'm going. They got so much because you know after the Sabbath, the Lord God man give you a whole lot to give to the people. So, but this must be. And so they are hidden in the prison house. So who are in the prison houses? Who are in the prison house? Man, come on, Lord God knew everything before it's going to happen. It's called prophecy. It's called the Spirit of the Lord. And he's telling you, and you still, therefore pray. Man, and I told you this over and over again, go buy something. and see what tag they put on you, and then go ask the white counterpart, did he have to pay that much for it? Look at Brian Allen right now. Have to go through all that trouble for a right that should already be his. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. All I can do is just tell you. All I can do is keep telling you, that the Lord God given me to give to you. But you know, one day it's going to be over because he's coming back to get us. I'm going to go to that. Give me a minute. I'm going to get to that too. So they are hid in prison house. They are for prey and none deliverer, for a spur and none save restores. So these people around here, man, they got this thing in a situation where no, they don't want you to restore you back to at first. And none of them telling you, say, man, get back in the bonds forever coming. You're God's chosen people. You're peculiar people. They're not telling you that. They're not telling you. And they keep your children where? And these schools keep changing these schools. But their school have never changed. That private school that they got in have never changed. No. And that thing where they didn't want you to go, that has never changed. Now, they might have a few blacks in the school, but the majority of the school is white. And all the teachers going to be of high echelon, and they put those gatekeepers in your school. Man, come on, bro. I'm going to tell you this story. It's a true story. And it happened to me just about all throughout school. Right, man. I can remember the first time it happened to me was in 4th grade. So, man. So I have this special gift, a special talent that the Lord gave. And majority of us have this kind of yeah, we have a mind where we can remember everything. We have photographic memory. We have perfect recall, and all our children have this. Yeah, because we come from that seed that have this. And what they do, they get you in these schools, and they dumb you down from these things, and they get you away from these things, and that's what they did. Well, yeah, I had a dream about it. I'm going to tell you about that. And so that's about to keep your children. So when you go to school and everything, that's not about educating your children. That's about getting your children to fall in line into their system, and where you bow down your head and they go over you and do everything they want to do to you, and you just fall in the system like you're not in captivity and like everything is all hunky-dory and grand. And then you got these gatekeepers, these pastors, these preachers, these teachers. That's the Lord God telling me. So I didn't choose them people to be over you. They took that upon themselves. For the dreams that they dream. Well, I didn't read that to you over in the book of Jeremiah, and all of my prophets. So that's what this is about, man. Come on, bro. Who among you will give ear to this? Who will hearken and hear for the time to come? Who gave Jacob for a spur and Israel to the rivals? Did not the Lord, he against whom we have sinned? For they would not walk in his ways, neither were they obedient unto his law. And that's what this is about, man. You done everything. From slavery, oh Lord God, if you get us out this hard binding and hard slavery. And he did. But what happened? Did he come and take you? Did he come and deliver you from these people out of captivity and plant? No. Now there's a lot going on. The 400 years was enough, but it's more than just that. Come on, man. I told you. Reconstruction. What happened after Reconstruction? Anything, oh, well, we get this reconstruction, we do this thing, and they're going to come and take us, and things going to be better for us, but it didn't. Didn't get no better. It still ain't going to get no better to you. And let me finish going on with this here. Then the Jim Crow, Civil Rights Movement, Black Lives Movement, Black Panther. You can go to anything you want to do, get out there, march, and do all these things. Ain't nothing going to change. And why it's not going to change? Because listen, I'm going to read it to you again. And I hope you get it this time. Who gave Jacob for a spur and Israel to rob? Did not the Lord, he against whom we have sinned? For they would not walk in his ways, neither would they be obedient unto his law. The 10 Commandments, and especially the law of all, the covenant, the Sabbath day law, the covenant day law that our parents have been keeping that our fathers and mothers have been keeping ever since Adam and Eve. Before we was even in the garden, that's what, when we was in the garden, before all that, that's what we was keeping, that was what we was created for. And so until you repent your old heart, humble yourself before the throne of grace, call on the holy name, Lord God, repent with your old heart, keep all his commandments, and enter back into the bonds of forever covenant, be baptized in Jesus' name, you're not going nowhere. You're going to live in this hard bondage. And guess what? When the Lord God come and bring us back to our holy mountain, the wilderness and everything, you're going to have to go through the tribulation. Why? Because you refuse. You've refused to be obedient. Now that's what that's about. Therefore have he poured out his fury of his anger and the strength of the battle, and has set him on fire around about, yet he knew not, and it burned him, yet he laid it not to heart. So that's what's going on, man. And so y'all can keep on going like you're going. You're for a ride in your spur. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. And oh, okay. Well, anyway. So that's what's going on. And you just keep on going like you're going and think it's gonna go well with it. It's not gonna go well. No, no, no. It's not gonna go well with you until you repent with your whole heart. Keep all his commandments in the back and the bind forever coming. You're gonna be for a ride and pray. That's why they keep making these books. Keep on buying their CDs and everything. Keep on paying tithes and offerings. Yeah, you just keep on. It's not gonna change for you, bro. It's not gonna change. You're gonna be saying, man, why things ain't changing? Because the Lord God didn't actually do all that. The Lord God actually for get the knowledge of God more than the sacrifice of God. That's what the Lord God actually will do. Repent with your whole heart, keep all my commandments. I'm bringing you up out the binds of this thing. But let me keep on going. Let me keep on going. So let's go. We're going to this book here, the Testament of 12 Patriarchs. And the reason why I keep going to the book of the 12 is because that's why the Lord God sent me to you. And I keep telling you what your fathers and them left you. They left you and they told you what was going to happen to you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Father Benjamin. Benjamin prophecy concerning his posterity. That's us. And I believe that there will be also evil doing among you from the words of Enoch the righteous. You shall commit fornication with the you should commit fornication with the fornication of Sodom, and shall perish and save a few, and shall renew wanton deeds with women. And the kingdom of the Lord shall not be among you, for straightway he shall take it away. Nevertheless, the temple of God shall be in your portion, and the last temple shall be more glorious than the first. And the 12 tribes shall be gathered together there, and all the Gentiles until the Most High shall send forth his salvation and the visitation of the only begotten prophet. He shall enter into the first temple, and shall the Lord be treated with outrage, and he shall be lifted up on a tree, and the veil of the temple shall be rent, and the Spirit of God pass on to the Gentiles as fire poured forth. And he shall ascend from Hades, shall pass from earth into the heaven. I know how lowly he shall be upon earth, and how glorious he shall be in heaven. So that's what so everything then came to pass, man. Everything came to pass. So let me keep on reading. Okay. Benjamin inheritance to his son. So this is our inheritance. And when he had said these things, he said unto them, Know ye therefore, my children, that I am dying. Do you therefore truth each one to his neighbor, and keep the law of the Lord and his commandments. For these things I leave you instead of our inheritance. Do ye also therefore give them to your children for an everlasting possession. For so did both Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. For all these things they gave to us for inheritance, saying, Keep the commandments of God until the Lord shall reveal his salvation to all Gentiles. And shall ye see Enoch, Noah, and Shem, and Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob rising on the right hand in gladness. Then shall we also rise, each one over our tribes, worshiping the King of heaven, who appeared upon earth in the form of man in humility. And as many believe on him on earth shall rejoice with him. Then also men shall raise Also men should rise, some unto glory and some unto shame. And the Lord should judge Israel first for the right, for the forgive me. And the Lord should judge Israel first for their unrighteousness. For when he appeared as God in the flesh to deliver them, they believed him not. And then he should judge the Gentiles, as many as believed him not, when he appeared upon earth. And he shall convict Israel through the chosen ones of the Gentile, even as he reproved Esau through the Mennonites, who delivered their brother. So they fell into fornication and idolatry, and they was alienated from God, becoming therefore children, a portion of them that fear the Lord. So, so that's, man, see all these things, I'm going to get into them, take my time to give them to you. And so that's our inheritance. The Ten Commandments, the law, the commandments, that's our inheritance. Why? Because that's how we got it. When we broke the commandment, just read that to you in the book of Isaiah. You broke the commandments, that's why you went into captivity. So when you start back keeping the commandments, that's when you're going to get out of this captivity. I had read that to you before. And all the brothers prophesied the same thing, that we was going to go into captivity for the 400 years. That's right, 400 years. And somebody might say, man, I'm still on, time's up. I'm still on Perry Stone before I leave. And before I leave, I'm still on Perry Stone. So he say, oh, I still believe in the rapture and all like that. Okay, it's nothing wrong with you. The Lord God is gonna come back. His elect gonna be caught up him in the air. The people that are on the ground, that's in him, that doing what he's supposed, he's gonna be changed in the twinkle of an eye. But you gotta also remember this: the 10 virgins, 5 had oil and 5 did not. So the 5 they came, he took them, and the 5 did not did what? Have to go through the tribulation. And where are he taking these people? See, because that's where you start getting messed up at. He coming back to take us back to our holy mountain, taking us back to the land that was covered to us by our father, taking us back to the land that was covered, that Shem, our portion of land that went back to Shem. So that's what he coming to take us for. Now, where do the other stuff? I don't know nothing about it because I don't see where that's written at. Where he coming to fly us away to some distant planet, some other place in the earth. I just all I can do is give it to you like the Lord God and gave it to me. That's right. So that's how you do it. I have other dreams and things for you because like I said, I had that young lady told me that. So yeah. So oh man. Lord God have been given so many things in dreams and told me so many things in dreams. And just like before Rob in the pray. Just like before Rob in the pray. Yeah. So he gave me a dream about that. And man, Lord God did so much for us. But if you don't believe that you're Israel and you're in the land and you're still in captivity, and you have to do certain things that to get out this captivity, you're gonna be in this captivity. And you're gonna still be for pray, and you're gonna be around. But anyway, so I have other dreams, and I'll tell you dreams in the next video of the dreams that the Lord God have given them to me. Oh man, I'm trying to think of the dream because when I was reading this, the Lord God brought a dream back to my remembrance. And I'm trying to remember because I had said no, I'm gonna skip over that dream, and I was gonna come back and bring it to you. But man, so that's what I'm looking for. But I gave you 2 dreams. I gave you a dream by eating crabs and Jehovah's Witness and other things. But anyway, so this is not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. Until next time, I'm Elijah.